Murder mysteries decades in the making. The FBI and local investigators spent the day digging up remains of unidentified people killed under suspicious circumstances. Some of the cases date back to the 1960s. Authorities now hoping new technology can finally provide some answers. It is Tuesday afternoon. I'm Brian Taff.
And I'm Sarah Bloomquist. The big story on Action News is the operation underway in the city's Parkwood section. Investigators are focused on Potter's Field, where many sets of unidentified remains were buried decades ago.
Action News' Walter Perez joining us now live from Potter's Field with more on this project that's drawing investigators, Walter, from all across the country.
That's right, Brian and Sarah. We'll give you a live look at the scene right here. Now, authorities we spoke with say there's no new major breakthroughs or evidence they uncovered. They're simply here because DNA technology has advanced to the point where they are confident they can now identify 8 people in specific buried in that field who remained unidentified for generations. This is all part of a joint operation known as the Remains Identification Project. Investigators from the FBI and the Medical Examiner's Office are working with Philadelphia police to exhume the remains of people buried in Potter's Field with the hope of finally identifying them.
We're looking back to far as back as 1962 to remains of homicide victims, and the technology we're using is very similar to the boy in the box. All the scientific things that we did in that case, we're going to be using on the remains that we find here.
Potter's Field in the far northeast is where people who died but were never identified or never claimed were once buried, some of whom were murdered or died under mysterious circumstances. Now, a similar effort took place back in 2018, but authorities are back here this week with the hope that the amazing recent advancements in DNA technology will help them determine who some of these people were decades after they lost their lives.
There's FBI agents from across the country here. Our homicide is here, our crime scene unit. And it'd be very rewarding for those individuals working this case to make sure that there is closure to some of these families.
All right, back out live here. These investigators will be out here all week long, but it'll be several more months before any conclusive results might be announced. Reporting live from the far northeast, Walter Perez, Channel 6 Action News. Brian?
Okay, Walter, fascinating story. Much more to come tonight. Thank you.